Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Good morning also to our virtual audience. My name is Tarif Zaabi. I'm the Director General of the International Center for Biosaline Agriculture, ICBA. We're here today at COP27, sharing one of our important sessions about youth. So we are talking about the role of youth in mitigating and adapting to climate change. As we know, 16% of the world global population represented by youth aged from 15 to 24 years. And therefore, it is very important at this very early stage for us to engage youth and ensure that they are our partners and our stakeholders when it comes to solution to mitigate climate change crisis. One of the items and important action that ICBA has adopted is ICBA YES, Youth Engagement Society. So we joined efforts with so many institutions, of which is universities, to find solutions to such problems and also to make sure that youth are our partner. Today, we do have with us young representation from Zayed University, so we're very proud to have them with us, from Kulluna Club, and also they are students of environmental scientists. And we're also having with us Dr. Sharbel Tarraf, Corporate Services Chief Development, and also in charge of youth engagement at ICBA. With this, I will invite Dr. Sharbel for a presentation, and then later on we will be opening discussion with the young people on their role and what is their aspiration about the future.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Tarifa. Thank you for being here also from Zayed University. So, as Dr. Tarifa mentioned, so we'll be talking about the role of youth in mitigating and adapting to climate change. Before doing that, I just want to have a very small introduction about ICBA, the International Center for Biosaline Agriculture, which is a non-for-profit organization which was founded in 1999. Okay, so we have a unique focus, or our center focuses on marginal environments, and where an estimated 1.7 billion people live there. Okay, so it identifies, tests, and introduces resource-efficient, climate-smart crops and technologies that are best suited to different regions affected by salinity, water, and scarcity and drought. So, as Dr. Tarifa mentioned, the youth today represents like 16 to 18% of the global population, and also another important aspect that we should be aware of is that 60% of the world's population depends on agriculture to survive. Definitely, all of us depend on agriculture to survive, but I'm talking here about in terms of workforce, and also creating opportunities in agribusiness, entrepreneurship, and innovations, increases productivity, return on investment, employment opportunities, hence attracting more young people. So in our center, we focus in our research. I don't want to go into details here, but just to give you an idea of what we do, we focus on 4 major aspects of agriculture. We focus on crops, we focus on data-driven agriculture, we focus on, when we say land and air, so here we are talking soil and water, and also novel production systems, okay? So these are and definitely all our work stemmed out of the SDGs set by the United Nations. Now, a major part of what we do at ICBA is capacity development. And our vision in our unit, the capacity development unit, is an inclusive and impactful capacity development for marginal environments, where our mission is to develop human capital to achieve food security and agricultural prosperity. With this, also, to show you some statistics, maybe we can update this. You know, I mean, we have by now, more than 10,000 participants in our various programs. I will talk about our programs in a minute. So we have Also, our participants come from different countries, okay, as we see here, like 93 countries, and definitely the distribution between, in terms of gender equity, is also focused on there. And here, as we see, we have different types of trainings. And let me just, as I always, this capacity development, it comes in different forms and shapes. So we have like technical training courses that are tailored for specific aim. We have also a program for postdocs, and also doctoral and master students are welcome to do their research in our center, definitely in collaboration between the academic institution where those individuals or where those students study and our scientists at ICBA. We have a very robust internship program where we have also students from different universities within the UAE and abroad coming to do their internship at ICBA. Also, we are involved in many farm field schools in the areas where we work. I failed to mention that we work in different parts of the world, mainly in Africa, whether sub-Saharan Africa, North Africa, also in Central Asia, as well, definitely in the MENA region. So we have our knowledge hubs that are available on our website, where you can have access to many of the publications. Also, we have courses that were certified, and they are available also for now for free. So anyone can really join and learn more about certain topics. We have also the Emirates Soil Museum. Dr. Tarifa will be talking more about this, but the Emirates Soil Museum is one of its kind, and it is really used as a tool, okay, to really enhance the capacity of youth, whether school children or whether university students or even scientists, you know. So we have also programs that are tailored for specific group of individuals, and this is, for example, also to empower women, and that program, which is AWLA, Arab Women Leaders in Agriculture. So this is a tailored program for Arab women who are leaders in agriculture. So, and definitely the other thing is the Youth Engagement Society. We will talk more about this in a minute. And definitely we have also many community initiatives and awareness that we do in the UAE. At this point, I will give the floor to Dr. Tarifa to talk more about ICBA YES and where we want to go from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sharbel. So we spoke about what we offer. Since COP27 is about action, we also want to know, and we share with you, how did we action youth engagement? So with the support of Her Excellency Maryam bint Mohammed Al-Mhairi, the Minister of Climate Change and Environment in United Arab Emirates, we launched ICBA YES, Youth Engagement Society, with the hope that we will be educating and promoting the different practices in agriculture and for food security for Her Excellency. And with that, we are looking for catalysts. We are looking for young people who will be able to practice and share with us ideas. ICBA's motto is about agriculture for tomorrow. We know that tomorrow belongs to the young people, and therefore they're supposed to be our partners when it comes to now about identifying these solutions. So we are looking to inspire youth, connect them from different parts of the world, locally and internationally, to innovate and to look for solutions related to biodiversity and actions such as entrepreneurship. And therefore, we have engaged youth in so many activities on the ground, whether they are, as Dr. Sharbel mentioned, whether they are through internship and hosting them at our campus, or also through initiative and awareness that will be spread to other generations and also to the different community locally and globally. We do not underestimate the power of connecting online. And again, I think with the pandemic, we've learned our lessons. How can we really connect nicely online? And therefore, we ran a number of online sessions discussing climate issues, agricultural practices, and bringing different and unique innovative approaches by youth to different communities. Here are some examples of those programs that we have done online, whether they are involving youth from university or even young people from schools, because we also want to ensure that we are intervening at a very early stage. The testimonies, and I'm not going to read those for you, but these are very successful examples of young people who spent some time with us at ICBA, but also today we have live examples that we're going to hear from them shortly. And this is really a real and pure testimony, having with us today young people from Zayed University sitting with us and discussing the action globally. As Dr. Sharbil mentioned, the Emirates Soil Museum is a very unique premise at ICBA, so we encourage you, if you are in the UAE, to visit us and learn more about the activities and the range of educational programs we offer related to soil, and how can we really ensure that digitization and OIT are involved in those activities we are doing. We try and strive to bridge the gap between science and society, and therefore we introduce something called Helophatic Kitchen. And this is where we can promote, as Dr. Sharbil mentioned, ICBA's strive to come up with crops that are stress-resilient crops suitable for climate change challenges and marginal environments in particular. So the Helophatic Kitchen is where we can introduce those crops, stress-resilient crops, helophatic crops, to people and try to incorporate them in their lifestyle and their diet and their local kitchen and catering. And this is really a very much of experiential learning, where people learn about the science but still yet practice about that. We were able to share this practice in Expo as part of Expo 2020, so it was under the Desert Farm. We're successful to have this experience move to the Netherlands as part of the Floriade Expo 2020. And we won an award there as Best Experience of Experiential Learning. And also, we promote for agripreneurship. And the reason why we talking about agripreneurship, there are so many entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, and the food security doesn't really, it has a very great value that we need also to incorporate it in a very creative and innovative way. So we are promoting for agripreneurship. Young people who have solutions that they want to come and test it with us at ICBA and check the validation of those business concepts from a scientific perspective. We are willing to collaborate, and we invite young people who have creative ideas to join forces with our scientists as well and come up to put together a solution. So we also come up with a certified agripreneurship professional diploma in collaboration with local partners in United Arab Emirates. This program are open to all, so they can bring their business concepts related to agriculture and also pitch for it. With this, I will move to the live discussion with our young ambassadors today here. So we will be proud to take you and engage them also and listen from them about their perspectives and how can they really be part of this move. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tarifa. So I will start with my first question here to the young ladies. Why is climate change important to youth in your the way you? Yeah, introduce yourself, please. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sheikha Shafar, environmental sustainability student from Zayed University, and I'm very happy to be here. And thank you so much to ICBA for providing us with the opportunity and the platform to be here. So your first question is, why is climate change important to us? So as you know, we are the future. We are the ones that will inherit the land after you. We are the next generation. So climate change plays an important role in our day-to-day lives. And we should act and strive to make the world a better place. And through mitigating climate change or acting upon climate change, this is how it will be achieved.
Great. Thank you very much. You want to add anything to that?
Sure.
Please.
Hi, my name is Shama Al-Amri, also student at Zayed University. I wanted to add that we have to learn everything you can offer, because we have to and build on that to create new, more innovative solutions for the problems that we are facing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I have another question for you. What do you think is the link between agriculture and climate change? Why climate change is that important, especially for those people who are in the agriculture field?
Okay, so agriculture and climate change go hand in hand, because when climate change is upon us, we have food security, and agriculture plays a big role in food security. When we have problems with agriculture, we face problems with food security, as we face problems sustaining ourselves. So climate change goes hand in hand in agriculture, and that is why we should strive to improve our agricultural activities. And I applaud ICBA for the efforts, as they are striving to help find solutions and to better build on food security for us.
Thank you. Do you have anything to add? Okay, great. Dr. Tarifa?
I'd like to ask you about what agriculture solution do you propose to fight climate change, in your opinion?
So, most important thing in agriculture, my belief, is the soil. So, by improving the soil quality and treating it as a living thing, by not staying away from harsh chemicals, and really putting an effort to make it better quality by, for example, permaculture, where they use livestock to improve it, as well as like improving the actual quality of the soil, and also water. Water is an important factor resource, and with it being increasingly saline in our region, we have to move to new solutions. For example, the grass outside, it's using a lot of the water, and we have to stay away from the landscaping uses of water and try to save it for the food production and other more important. So we can use more, plants that produce, that require less water for these landscaping areas.
And adding on to what Shamma just said, I feel like, yes, we are facing the problem of of climate change and food security, food insecurity. However, it's all about innovating and moving forward. How can we act with what we have? How can we improve on, let's say, the region? We live in an arid region where salinity is a problem. An example of this is the Biosaline innovations, or halophytes. Halophytes are plants that are grown in salty or saline conditions. This is how we move forward with innovations.
My last questions to you, divided into two parts. First part is, as university students, and again, you are also engaged with ICBA in a number of activities. What activities do you have in the university support all those initiatives related to climate change? This is part A. Part B, I know that you're part of the Kulluna Club as well. So what would be your message to other young people and youth to be also part of this initiative and engage?
So we started the Kulluna Club, as Dr. Tarifa mentioned, to so that every student from different major can join us in the mission to help the environmental issues in the future. We provide them with access to conferences, to talks, and build connections with the actual companies themselves, like straight access, like we did with ICBA. And we actually came here as a trip with the Kulluna Club. And we would like to basically spread awareness to anyone, and it doesn't matter which field you're from. Everyone should be talking about climate action.
As Shama mentioned before, we started the Kullina Environmental Club at our university, and we are very passionate about providing ourselves with the opportunities to make a difference, to make our voices heard. And I feel like we are striving to create opportunities for ourselves. And again, we are really grateful for our opportunities with ICBA, as they are really big supporters of our actions. As you can see, I'm wearing the Kullina Environmental Club pin, and I'm very proud to represent the university and the Environmental Club and ICBA at this conference. As we are here today, it is a representation of how youth voices can be heard. And with passion, with perseverance, we will make it, inshallah.
Inshallah. Just one last question from my end. I mean, how do you see, I mean, Dr. Tarifa talked about ICBA YES, okay, so connecting youth, you know, I mean, so we are here from Zayed. So how do you see ICBA YES as an important concept, okay, for you as youth to connect you with other youth from different universities globally?
So this ICBA YES, by providing a platform for us to connect with other youth, we can engage in deep discussions, and even if we have different views, we can meet to a common ground and be able to, again, strive for action and innovation.
Yeah, please.
I'll just add to that through ICBA YES, we are given the opportunities to meet like-minded people and work on smart innovations or work on ways to make the region better, not only our own countries, but the region. As we are all threatened by food insecurity or, let's say, climate change. So through ICBA YES, we are given the opportunity to meet people from different regions. And yeah.
Great, thank you. You have anything to add, Dr. Tarifa? Okay, so do we have any questions from our audience here?
Good morning. My name is Shantanu and I come from India. But I wasn't prepared to come for this panel, but when I was running around, I saw the topic and it actually catapulted something for me to come and join here. I represent the youth from the faith-based organizations. I am one of the liaising leaders who bring in the youth from different faith backgrounds to come together and co-create projects together. And as you were speaking, I could see there is a gap between youth from marginalized communities who belong to the rural areas, who belong to various rural areas of different parts of the world, and there is a youth who has opportunities, who might be part of ICBA, but not, you know, there's a big gap. How, it's a question for all four of you and for everybody to reflect. How do we bridge that gap? And how do we use our power of faith? Because 84% of people living on planet Earth connect to some kind of faith. So imagine there's such a big potential there. Do you have plans to connect with this kind of powerhouses? Thanks.
First of all, thank you for your question, Shantanu, and welcome to our session. Again, of course, we're delighted to have you here. What I would like to touch base on and then pass it on to the panelists here. ICBA operates in more than 40 countries around the world. And again, our mandate is around marginal environment and marginalized land, which is very important. We're quite aware that we are after creating opportunities for people who are missing those opportunities. And I think that's really our mandate when it comes to our vision and mission. The question is, how do we do that and how do we reach out to those people? First of all, there are a number of, I would say, opportunities that we need to look at collaboratively. The scientific solutions that we are provided are applied ones, so it will be very easy for communities and youth to adopt to those solutions, which is, again, we make them very much applicable and efficient to be used. Secondly, we believe in the power of capacity development and knowledge transfer. We have the scientific solutions. How can we really deploy that on the ground? And how can we really ensure young people or even farmers are adopting to those solutions? We spoke about the different varieties of capacity development that we are promoting and adopting. So that will be an opportunity. If not something on the ground, it's definitely something to be delivered online. Or also we consider having people visiting ICBA, and we have a lot of exchange programs where we can invite young people to come over and learn from our scientists and share the expertise. Last, a platform like ICBA, yes, that's what we are aiming to. We connect youth from different parts of the world. We share those ideas. Probably there is an idea even you have in your community that we can take and implement into another country. And this is the power of exchanging those ideas. So, I mean, I hope that since you are today in our session, we will be able to connect and to reflect and ensure that some action is being adopted. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tarifa, and thank you for the question. And I want to complement and add to what Dr. Tarifa mentioned. You know, I mean, ICBA is really one of its kind as a research center, you know, I mean, that focuses on capacity development. Most of the research centers, okay, focus on capacity development of scientists, capacity development of farmers, okay, in the areas where they work. We really, I mean, this introduction of or focusing on youth, okay, I think I myself, you know, I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, you know, but I haven't seen any research center, okay, with a mandate to work on, let's say, marginal environments or biosaline agriculture. I mean, to focus also on youth. So this is definitely an added value for us. And so in the areas where we work, you know, because we are, yes, located in Dubai, okay, but we work in many countries, in Africa, in Central Asia. So this connection, and we are, as a matter of fact, I can tell you, like, we are planning to have some kind of twinning between our research center and research centers in the areas that where we work in. So that way this can connect us also with those people that you are talking about. So to close the gap. So by doing our research in Dubai or in the areas, I mean, this will not really connect us directly with those people, you know, but through those kind of activities, I think we can reach there and we can really narrow the gap that you are talking about. And I agree with you 100%.
I'll just quickly add to what Dr. Shaban and Dr. Tarifa just said. We also wanted to see the bridge gap between the experts in the field and, let's say, students or farmers or the youth. And this is, like, us being here is an example of that. We are senior university students, and we're looking forward to working with ICBA in our research projects next semester or next year. And we're given the opportunity to do that. So I'm also looking forward to the more opportunities that ICBA YES will give to people around the world, because they work in marginal regions. And I see that, so I applaud their work, and I hope for more, inshallah.
And we are an example to what they're working towards. ICBA are always pushing us to go to events, and the COP27 is an example. They always push us to aim higher. That's any opportunity. I mean, anything is doable, and that's really important for the youth from anywhere around the world. They should know that they can do whatever they want. They just have to be connected with the right people, and I believe ICBA is a really good company for that.
Any other question?
With this, we would like to conclude this session. I thank you for your attendance, and I thank you, Sheikh Shama, for being with us today. We're proud to have you as a successful example. I'd like to also conclude by the opening remarks, phrases that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, President of United Arab Emirates, shared about next COP28 will be more of empowering young people and also empowering women. So we'll be delighted that this session will also be taking us to the next stage. Thank you very much, and thank you for being here with us.